Good, good. All right, welcome to the show. How you doing, Nathan?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Good, good. And the name of your paranormal group is Scare Crew Paranormal, correct?
Correct, correct.
Okay, and the letters are acronyms, right? For like S.C.A.R.E. What does that stand for?
So it means supernatural crew and research enthusiasts.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, do you know what? I'm not going to lie to you. When I started up the crew, I put that into ChatGPT, making an acronym and make it sound good.
That's right. That's very
Yeah.
cool. All right. Let's start with something that you'd like to share with everybody. What's your favorite paranormal experience that you've had, or maybe your most recent, whichever you want to share first.
Okay. It has to be in a abandoned asylum in Western Australia. It was the most terrifying. I did get an attachment from it, but the
You mean an
evidence
attachment
captured.
that like followed you home or whatnot?
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Oh, geez.
It was a good lesson learned because you realise, yeah, it was very new when I was actually investigating the paranormal, and I realised the limitations very early of what to do and what not to do. It was a really good life lesson.
Okay. So you
Yeah, but
basically went in like, and you didn't do any protections or anything like that, or
nope, I learned my lesson.
okay.
I learned my lesson. Unfortunately, I'll just give you a bit of a backstory on me. So 2 years ago, I got diagnosed with stage 3 bladder cancer,
Oh,
and it opened my eyes. And
I'm
do you know
sorry to
what
hear
made
that,
me
man.
question that? Not all good. Do you know what? Excuse my language, but I kicked its ass twice now, and if it comes back, I'll just beat it again.
Oh, there you
But
go.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, it opened up my eyes to the paranormal, and it made me question a lot of things, as I'd assumed a lot of people would have the same feelings.
Okay.
Um, yeah, but okay, so I'll go back to where I was before. Went into this asylum, but I had a stern warning straight away. The stern warning was saying, I'll break him. Clear as day, EVP on a mobile phone, extremely loud. I never heard it in real time, but I
And
took
it said,
home
I'll
the
break
attachment.
him.
I'll break him. Petrifying. I never heard it
Yeah.
until I got home. And then things started to happen to me mentally, like bad thoughts. But it took 3 months to get rid of the attachment. But I tell you what, you think it scared me away, but actually just drew me closer. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, something wrong with me
Wow.
sometimes. Right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you see any full body apparitions that were following you after this or
Numerous times I've had. Okay, so once again, backtrack back to 2 years ago. Once with a diagnosis,
Mhm.
I've got a funny feeling because I've been so close to the veil. The veil is really thin around me, but ever since then, I see him all the time. It's it's really good, but once really good,
When
but
you
really
speak
bad
of
also.
excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm trying to get, the best information here. So when you speak of the veil, you mean in the sense of like the realm between our world and their world? That's what
100%.
I took the veil as.
100%. That's exactly right.
Okay.
I think because I've how do I word this? Okay, being try not to get a bit sensitive right now. Okay, so being so close at only a young age to being to death,
Right.
they know, they know, they know when you're close, and they know if they haven't taken you. This is just this feeling that I have. If they haven't taken you, they scare you. The evil, the bad.
Okay.
Not saying that all entities are bad. Like that's far from it, man. I've had the most amazing experience with some of the most beautiful souls. But the evil also do know that you're being close, and they try everything they can to manipulate you.
Right.
It's like
Okay.
they weren't able to get you,
They
so
weren't
they do
able to drag
everything.
you in, so now they try to manipulate you with you still being alive.
100%,
Right.
100%.
That makes sense.
Yeah. But
I remember
like
the
with
video
the
you
big
sent me the
circle,
other day where like two of them were trying to talk through you or something like this, right?
that's another. Oh man, I just keep reviewing that footage. I just
Mm-hmm.
can't believe it.
That's
It's
crazy. Yeah.
if you like anybody who's watching who actually looks at that video, it's just a straight up argument between two spirits. Now, I'll give you a bit of backstory in this location. This location is in Stoke-on-Trent. I'm here on holiday visiting family, visiting my dad who's quite ill, but also to try to promote my channel over here. It's
Okay.
the first house I went into Barlson, and I wasn't aware, but only two doors up, there was a murder suicide there, and not a murder robbery there.
Okay.
So back in 1952, now the blood stain of that lady is still actually in this building. They can't get it up. They can't get this blood stain off the ground. It's stained into. It's like staining into the wood. It's a horrible story, all because of £2,000 worth of jewelry that a
Oh
20-year-old
wow.
old stole off a 62-year-old woman. But I wasn't aware of this, so I've gone in with the SB7 spirit box, and like it's two spirits. I The first time I went, I saw the young girl. There was a young girl there, and on the Spirit Talker app, it came up 15. That was a girl that went missing in that area, like centuries, like I think it was about a century ago. I think it was 100 years ago.
Oh
She
wow.
went missing then, 15 years old, and I saw her. Now I thought she was the good
So you
spirit.
actually seen like a full body apparition of her?
Yeah, I've seen her three times there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've seen her three times there,
So
and
so she has had to be at this point then she has had to be stuck there for over 100 years.
over 100 years at least, at least.
Wow.
Like, but the thing is, I thought she was a good spirit. Now I've gone over that footage numerous times. The one that was saying that let's take him, and no, I don't care. I'll take him.
I heard
That's
the
the
one say I
female.
don't care or something like that. And whatever when you sent me that video.
That's the female.
So she's the
That,
nasty one.
he's the nasty one. The male was the protector. He's saying no. He's got protection because I do have protection. Like there's I've been to a couple of mediums lately. They've told me that I've got a gentleman behind me who's come a lot more stronger since I've been pushing myself in the paranormal. He's my protector. He was the one that was stopping her from attaching onto me. Tell me if
Wow.
that's not crazy.
That's
Like
crazy.
I thought she was the good. Now the picture, there's more to this backstory. So with the female as well, she was when her body was found, she had 100 cigarette burns on her. She had two black eyes. Now, if you look at that photo carefully, it looks like she's got two black eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, and like yeah, I see. I love this stuff. Doing all the research, you get all these stories, and you just like, oh,
Right.
makes so much sense.
Yeah, it does. That's insane, man. Wow. What
Yeah,
about trying to like speak with her yourself and like trying to see if she can answer you saying why are you trying to harm me or what happened to you? Are you angry? Is this what you're trying to do here? That kind of thing.
that's on my next trip. That's on my next trip. So tomorrow I'm off to Antwerp Mansion, which is in Manchester. Now,
Okay.
if anybody knows the UK locations, Antwerp Mansion is messed up,
Okay.
messed up beyond belief. Like 18. Okay, so Antwerp Mansion was one of the first ever Gothic houses that was brought in the Queen, I think it was Queen Victoria, yeah, Queen Victoria era. When she
Okay.
took the throne, so about 2 years afterwards, this house was number two of only five Gothic houses made. But they were
Wow.
from a Portuguese royal family that was inbreds. When I say that, I'm sorry if I'm going to offend anybody who's watching, if they're
No, that's
Portuguese or
okay.
anything. It's just horrible. But now, only 15 years ago, it was open as a nightclub. The stairwell gave way at the nightclub, so they had to get everybody out. What they found was shocking. There was a hidden room underneath where they used to keep this inbred daughter.
Oh.
Yeah, horrible,
Yeah.
horrible. But yeah, I'm off there, so I think I'm going back to the Wedgwood house on Monday to do a. Do you know what? I need to get answers. I don't know
Yeah,
why she was. I don't know why she felt it was okay to grab my arm and yank me off off the
right.
concrete pillar. Because
Just be
I
careful,
don't.
man. You know what I mean? Like try to make sure you do any type of protection thing that you've heard of or whatever you and your group do. Make sure
Yeah,
that you keep yourself safe. And if it doesn't feel safe, get out of there.
yeah, 100%. Because it was in the sealed basement as well. That's we got access to the sealed basement. The
I
first time that's
interviewed
basement.
somebody a couple of weeks ago, I believe it was, and they said they went back to try and connect with a spirit or whatnot that they knew was there, and it ended up like throwing a glass bottle at his shoulder, like a broken glass
Really?
bottle. He said there was three people standing like where they were next to each other. One, two, three. Their whole group. There were only three people. They were all on this side. A glass bottle came from over there somewhere and struck him in the shoulder and cut his shoulder open right here. There was nobody else in the building. It was not a person. So things like this
I've
can't
I've got
happen.
to
It's
say
serious,
something.
you know?
I gotta really say something right now. Now, when you hear me react, when my arm gets pulled, if you listen to that, there is glass that smashed on the floor. That is shocking that you say that.
Oh, wow.
Now, I usually have my night vision camera on, but I haven't got my whole team here. I'm only by myself, so I'm getting my nephew and my sister to just do the camera work for me.
Okay.
They didn't leave the night vision camera in there, which I told them to, but it is what it is.
Oh,
But
man.
it's weird because like I my arm was crossed lying up and I was just focusing. I was blindfolded. I had the noise cancelling on, so I could not see anything. You couldn't see anything anywhere. It was pitch black.
Right.
Uh, and my arm was just from here, and it just went like yanked, and I freaked out.
Oh, I
But then
would
just when
too.
yeah, but when it was yanked, all you hear is like glass smashing inside that room, and I haven't been able to find the glass.
You can't find the source. Right.
I can't
Yeah,
find the
that
source at all.
I actually hear that happening more often than not. A lot of people say they'll hear it. Like obviously he's seen that source because it hit him and fell. So they
Yeah.
had that source. But I've heard of other people that we've interviewed that glass was the sound of glass being broken or something like that, and they can't find it anywhere. That's like a normal thing in the paranormal world for some reason or another. I think they use that maybe as a scare tactic.
Well, guess what? It works.
Right.
Like I'm one of the people that I don't like to show the vulnerable side of me. But if you watch the end of that video, you see me start to break down, like thinking, what the heck just happened?
No, of course.
Like I
Yeah.
had to cut a lot. I had to cut a lot at the end because like I'm a grown man. I'm 38, but man, I was crying, full blown crying. I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah. You
Yeah,
got to keep yourself protected, man. That's first
yeah.
and foremost. I mean, all of us as investigators, of course, we want to find the most craziest, most shocking, and most evident thing that we can, right? But you got to keep yourself safe in that same moment.
Yeah, thanks for that advice because I'm a bit.
Speaking of which,
I'm a bit
let me ask you that while I have this thought. What's your thought on doing Ouija boards? Do you think that brings an evil side of it, or do you use that as part of your investigation?
never tried it.
You never tried one in your whole life?
Never tried it. Never tried it once because it scares the absolute bejesus out of me.
Okay.
And
So
and
you do believe
it's
then, if
probably,
in that sense, that it would bring the evil side, not anything good.
do you know what? I think this is what Warner Brothers and Universal and all their movies, all their movie productions have actually done and embedded into you. Do you know what? 9 times out of 10, you probably get something innocent, but then as soon as I hear the name Zozo, I'm like, nah. What if that blood comes through? Like
Right,
Zozo, that demon is. Knowing my luck, he would come through if I ever did it.
right.
Like
Okay,
I know something won't. Like one day I will try, but I think I need to. I think I need to get my own because I feel I'm starting to become to get abilities as such. And I think
Okay.
anybody with the paranormal do know that once you keep putting yourself in positions that we always do, we start to get a more of an intuition about what's happening, and more of an ability of what's about to happen or what's going to go on next. It's
Right.
quite rare when we're absolutely terrified and shocked.
Yeah.
Like I've done investigations every week, sometimes 2 or 3 times a week. I do
Okay.
that every week. Like I love it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you do like residual places too? Like you investigate people's houses for them, try to figure out what's going on?
No, reason being is that when you're messing with people's lives, as in homes, I feel that you can't go there unless you're 100% confident in how you approach things. I'm still rather new, being only a year, and I would hate to be responsible to making things worse instead of trying to help a family.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah,
That's a really nice thing, actually. That's a good way of
yeah.
looking at it anyway, because most investigators would be like, yeah, let me get in there and try to figure
It's
this
the worst
thing
thing to
out,
do.
right?
Worst thing to do. Worst thing
But
to
what you
do.
don't
Like,
want to
yeah.
go and do is go in there and piss it off and not be able to get rid of it.
Unfortunately, in Western Australia, I know of a couple of groups have gone and done that, and no, you don't do that. You don't do that. You don't do that unless you know you can A, help someone, or B, if you do make things worse, you can get rid of it. Like you just
Mhm.
people's lives. Like let's be honest, look at what the world is these days. There's a lot of horror, there's a lot of evil. I would hate to be giving that to anybody else, making things worse.
That makes sense. I get it.
Yeah, I have a good heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's your thought on like shadow people? Do you think that there's a such thing as like shadow people that have never
hundred
lived
percent.
before? They're on like a completely different realm than us, or do you think like all spirits are somebody that used to be like you and me?
The Hat Man.
Okay.
Uh, I've seen him twice.
Like in
Uh,
person or
yeah, with my eyes. With my eyes. It
like
was
not even through
petrifying.
a camera, just straight with your
No,
own vision kind of thing?
with my own eyes. 12 o'clock at night both times.
That's
12
supposed to
o'clock at
be a
night.
real bad thing.
Yeah, I got diagnosed with cancer 3 days afterwards. Twice. Yeah, yeah.
So you think that there's a possibility that he may have played a role in that?
He was letting me know there was going to be something drastic change in my life. Now I've worked
So
up the
you think
research
that
for
might
the
be
Hat
why
Man.
he showed up because of that?
Yeah, 100%. Both times,
Oh,
and it was exactly 3 days before I got diagnosed each time with the cancer. Exactly 3 days.
wow.
It,
That's
it's
really interesting.
and it's hard to talk about because people are not open to that concept. They don't understand. Like, and you just find you're just talking to a brick wall 9 times out of 10, or they think
Right.
you're crazy and stuff like that, and they go, "Oh, the sleep paralysis stuff like that." Yeah, fair enough. I
No.
I couldn't move when I saw him. I could not move, but he was
You mean
there. He was in
like
the
kind of paralyzed in a way or whatnot?
I was paralyzed both times. I couldn't move. I couldn't move. My eyes could wander, but I was awake. I know I was awake, and it felt like it was for about 5-10 minutes, but it was like probably about 30 seconds. But there's fear on like in it. The best way to describe this is that on I was trying to scream for so long but when I managed to get that kind of voice, when I got that, I was free. I was able to talk, but both times shaking. Like, what the heck have I just seen?
Yeah. So
Um,
you think he's like an angel of death kind of thing or
what
something
do I
like
think?
that?
Okay, my I don't think it's 100% evil. I think, well, not evil. A change in life direction or a change in health, maybe. I don't think it's entirely 100% bad. Nah,
Because he
it
didn't
could be
try to
complete.
harm you. But
No,
what's with because I've heard other people when I've spoke to people about Hatman, other people have said that that's what he does. He paralyzes you. You cannot move.
you can't. It's terrifying. It's
That's
absolutely petrifying.
not evil to me.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
it's
Like,
when they
why?
physically
First off,
harm
how
you.
does he have the power to do that? That's first off. That's the first question. Secondly, why would he do that? Is that just to make sure that he has your attention, or is that to intent to harm?
That's
You know what I
exactly
mean?
right. That's 100% correct. What else can you do? Your eyes are just locked onto this person. You
Right,
cannot move. You can't run away. You can't hide. You can't avoid the confrontation. You have to concentrate. You know that you've seen them, and you know at the end of the day, you know something's coming.
right.
People just so, but then also again, people are so quick to assume that like Hatman this, Hatman that. Trust me, if it's a Hatman, something's going to change in your life within 3 days. I'm a perfect example. It's happened twice.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
And where do you think he
chills
stems
every
from
time I
them?
talk about it.
He's probably Hatman is probably on that other plane. I don't think Hatman was ever somebody that had lived before or something like that.
No, like it could. Do you know what? Who's to say that he's not a good entity? At the end of the day, who's to say that? He's warning me that I had a change in my health coming up and that I got to prepare.
That's true.
Who's to say he's 100% bad?
I've
Like
never heard
everyone's
of
so
him
quick to
hurting
assume.
anybody.
Yeah,
I haven't
everyone's
heard
so
of
quick.
that.
Like the paralyzation. Like if you think about it, he's got your 100% attention. Then he's got your attention. You can't run away from the situation. You have to pretty much stand, well, lie there and
Right.
take note. Now, for it to happen and then get the cancer come back for 3 times, like twice,
Mhm.
3 days later, like that's a bit of a hero at my eyes. Like it's pre-warned me, it's telling me to get ready because you're about to go for a battle. That's a
Okay.
good spirit, I think.
I
Well,
mean,
spirit, well, that's a good thing.
that's definitely a good way to look at it for sure. Yeah. And like I said, again, he didn't try to harm you. He didn't physically do anything. He froze you for a minute, but there's where, man, that's hard for me to grasp. How?
Yeah, like you could have. Do you know what? You could have strangled me. You could have scratched me. You could have done any of that, but you didn't.
Could have
You just
thrown
got my
something at
attention and
you.
let me be.
So what did he do? He just like basically stood there and looked at you, or
Just stood there. Just
it
stood
didn't
there.
speak.
Nothing.
No words,
Nothing.
nothing at all. It's just like a kind of
Nothing.
like a silhouette, a black
Silhouette,
silhouette
and he
with
just
a
got
wearing a hat.
taller. Yep, just got taller. Like it was getting closer. He was starting to hover, and then phew, until I was able to speak, he was gone.
Man.
And but the thing is, it happened in two different locations. So, like one of them when I was way up, I used to work in the mines at the time, the mines in Western Australia. It happened in my work donga, which is a accommodation when I'm away, and once at home. So two completely different locations, and both times he's let me know,
So
and it would just happen in the same way.
it's not like Hatman was just happened to be in that location then to come see you or whatnot. He actually followed you to where you are.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
He was just letting me know. So what is it? It makes you think, could it be possibly like a guardian angel as such, or I don't know. It's there's
Why
so
is
many
it what's with
unknowns
the
past
hat
it.
though? That's kind of I don't know, you know?
Mm, I
That
have no
that
idea.
tells me like I feel like a guardian angel, right, would be somebody, your parent,
Yeah,
your grandparent, one of your best friends that passed away. Something like this.
yeah.
Or I don't know, I don't feel like
You
it
got a
would be
point.
the same hat person for everybody, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you've got 100% agree. Oh, sorry, 100% agree. I don't know. I can't actually. I don't even have an opinion on it. I would never even thought about it.
Right. I would
It's a
like to
good
do
thing
a
to
lot
think
more
about.
research on that. It's just so hard to have time and everything. But you also when you do research on things, like I've looked up certain things and everything, I don't know who and what to believe. How do I know whatever I am reading is a credible source, right?
Yeah.
That could just
Uh
be somebody's opinion about him.
don't trust Chat GBT, whatever it is. Like AI is supposedly
I've
really
heard
good
of
with that
Chat
stuff.
GBT, but I'll tell you what, I've never used it once in my whole life. I don't have it on my
Yeah,
phone. I don't even have it downloaded. I don't really believe in AI kind of things
yeah, yeah.
because I feel like if you really think about it, I feel like AI is going to take a lot away from the paranormal world, an actual paranormal investigation, because people are going to use AI to fake it. And
They're
now
already
it's
doing
going to
it.
be harder to decipher, is this something somebody really seen? Or did they
Yeah,
AI this in half hour ago?
yeah. It's like I've seen so much, and like people putting pictures up, and I'm like, you can tell that's not real.
Yeah.
Like, why would you ruining a completely important? I believe it's really important. A lot of people would love to know. Like, what's the biggest question in life? What's
What's
there
after?
afterwards?
Yep.
And people are ruining it. Like, and do you know what? I hate to say it, but ChatGPT, that AI technology is going to hopefully not, but ruin credible people. That's why I like to put in my videos. I like to put my mishaps and my muck-ups and stuff like that
Yeah.
because it shows I'm actually being authentic.
Absolutely. Yeah. I've
Yeah,
had my
like
daughter, like my daughter comes and looks at my phone sometimes and says, "Oh, Dad, that's just AI. Oh, that's just AI. That's AI." How do you know?
yeah, it's
You can't discredit everything to AI because people out there, real investigators, see real things.
yeah,
I've
yeah,
seen real things myself. I seen a witch one time. I kid you not. I swear to God. I swear on everything I love. My mom's right here. She's my witness. She's seen it with
yeah,
me. It was in one of our old apartments in Elma, New York. I was video recording around because I knew our house was haunted. I felt something, whatever. And right in the top corner, as soon as I the top corner, it was a full witch dress. She had a witch hat on, all this kind of stuff. And then I happened to show one of my girlfriends at the time, the girl that I was with currently, not my current wife, and she looked at it and she was like very, religious. Okay. And she was like, this is evil. This is bad. And she deleted it off my phone. So I didn't have a chance to upload it or show it to anyone. I showed it to her first. And then I
yeah.
never caught that witch again after that, or what
It's
portrayed itself to be a witch.
it's funny because obviously America and the UK were one of the oldest countries going, and how much witch activity there is. Like, which brings me into my next investigation. I'm going to be investigating Molly Lee's grave, which is in Burslem, and massive, massive history about a witch. What the main
Okay.
witch of Burslem. She used to take a lot of children, and yeah,
She used to take
that,
children, you said?
yeah, she used to take a lot of children. There's more facts I need to get about it, but my sister used to terrify me as a kid and used to tell me that Molly Lee's going to come get you. Just an urban myth, but there's actually serious encounters of her. It's actually dead set serious. I went to the grave and
Right.
she's positioned in a completely different direction to the rest of the people there. Like her body was exhumed to put her black bird back in the grave bit, rotate her grave a completely different direction. Then they put iron bars, iron clads all around the coffin to stop her from getting out. How is that not petrifying?
Yeah. That's
Like, yeah, I can't
that's
wait for
beyond
that episode.
understanding, like that's I
Like,
think that's part of what we're all trying to learn here. Like, what is possible, right?
yeah,
How is it
absolutely.
possible? Where's it from? Where did it go to? These are all questions that us as investigators are looking to answer.
Yeah, absolutely. And how much of a privilege is when you get a spirit or you get some manifestation that's able to talk to you, that's able
Mm-hmm.
to tell you their story. Like, people go, "Oh, you're weird" and stuff like that. I went, "No, I'm bloody privileged that
Yeah,
they trust me with this information for me to be able to try to portray their story to everybody else. That A, there is an afterlife. B, there is nothing to fear about death. There isn't." And
right.
that's one thing I've been taught. There's nothing to fear. But I was it Ivy Loeb? I think it is the professor over there, Evi Loeb. Is
Okay.
that right? Yeah, the one about the three eye atlas. Now, if you ever see three eye atlas things on YouTube,
Okay.
9 times out of 10's all AI.
Okay.
Yeah, have you not seen the Ivy Loeb? I'm pretty sure he's a professor at Harvard.
I'll have to look into it. I haven't seen or heard anything
Yeah,
about that though.
yeah. He's Do you know what? The man is absolutely intelligent, but unfortunately, the AI part has ruined it. You can't trust RV Loeb now because you
That's
don't
what I
know
was
about
saying. That's
return or
really
not.
sad.
incredible man, incredible smart. He gives that different opinion on what the book says or what the scientists say things should be. He gives that alter opinion. It's
Okay.
just refreshing.
I got one more question for you, and then I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
spin it down here because I have like 8 more minutes of recording time. Zoom only gives me a
of
certain
course.
amount of time. What
Yeah.
is your thought on orbs? When we see an orb, right? Do you believe that sometimes it is? A lot of people debunk it and say, no, those are just different sized and different kinds of dust particles. Or do you think when we catch orbs as investigators, sometimes depending on its description, how it looks, some of them can be real, some of them can't?
Ah, orbs. They're bloody difficult. Excuse the language, but they are very difficult. Like, there's so many times I thought I've seen an orb, but I've debunked it. It's not. It's an insect or it's dust or it's stuff like that.
Okay.
But then my niece at this same location I've been talking about with my arm and then the arguments and stuff, she had the spark that come off the proximity sensor. There was a green orb spark that like it touched it and then just went circling, and that's the only thing I can well, also down in the basement just before it goes pitch black. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but there's a really sparkly orb that comes from behind Paul, which is the fellow with the bald head.
Yeah.
It goes into his head, then shoots away. Then my nephew Danny comes around, and then you just see this big orb, and like it's like a hand size, quite dull, and it goes up in the air. Now, if you think about it, there was two people arguing whether to tape me or not. The big dark orb, I think, is the female. The sparkly good one, I think, is this. Yeah, I think it was the male spirit. It's just
Okay.
weird how them two orbs came up in that video, and the ones like I can honestly see there was intelligence behind the way they moved.
I have
Like,
an idea that I just thought of that I don't know if this is going to make any sense to you or not, but I'm trying to bring investigating to another level too. This is another reason why I'm doing the show so I can learn so much more and we can all learn together as I do the
yeah,
show. Like you're learning from me right now, I'm learning from you. What have we
absolutely.
experienced, right? What if the next time we do EVP sessions or spirit box or whatever have you, let's start asking the spirits that we're trying to talk to, hey, listen, are orbs real? What can you show up as an
Imagine.
orb? And maybe they can answer us and they can tell us, like, yes, orbs are real.
Oh, that's a good one. That's something I'm going to use tonight.
Think about it. You know what I mean? Because they might be able to, if you can get an answer from them, an intelligent answer from a lot of them, which it seems like a lot of people do, especially all the people I've interviewed, everybody I've talked to, they get intelligent answers. It just depends on waiting for an intelligent answer, the location you're in, if they want to answer you, these kinds of things. Let's start asking them. These are
Yeah,
questions that we
100%.
have, right? They're the ones
Yeah,
that would know. Say, hey,
100%.
are orbs real?
Now I'm going
Somebody
to
might
use that
come through and
tonight.
say, yes, I can become an orb if you want me to, or yes, they are, or no, they're not. That way, if we all were to do it, let's say you're my 15th episode. Let's say all 15 of us do that tonight. If we have
Yeah,
9 out of 15 yeses, what does that
proofs
tell
in the
you?
pudding. Yeah. Now I'm going to do that tonight. Well, tomorrow night at Antwerp Mansion because there's a lot of reports of orbs being there.
Okay.
What other place can I get that? So I'm going to try I'm going to try my night vision camera. I'll try three cameras, and I'll try my mobile phone camera recording, my action camera, and my night vision camera. I'll have all three recording and see if I can get something to come up. I think that'll be good. There's three different lights for it to be able to
Right.
manipulate.
Like
Yeah,
I said, if you
I
ask them
reckon.
and they answer you, they can tell you, yes, that is an orb. Yes, they are real. That I feel like that would be a lot more than everybody online just surmising, oh no, that's just dust, blah, blah, blah. Well, I have 100 different answers from actual spirits on spirit boxes saying that they are real.
I've got chills, mate. I got chills. That is yes,
There's a way to
yeah.
debunk that, right?
We
Yeah,
saw them.
that is it.
Oh,
That is
yeah.
insane. That is such a
We've
good
seen
idea.
orbs.
We've seen an orb. We used to live right next to a funeral home in an apartment building before we got our own house and whatnot.
We
Okay.
had lots of things
We
going
had
on.
lots of things
Yeah.
happen.
Wow.
One night we were recording in the back room. I kid you not, an orb formed in the mirror against the wall and came out of the mirror and shot across the room. This is actually on YouTube. We uploaded that. I
need
can
to
send
watch
you the
that.
link to it so you can actually see this happen yourself. It forms, comes out of the mirror, and goes across the room.
We had people.
I've heard people tell me that mirrors are portals, I guess,
Yeah,
for them.
100%. 100%.
You believe that
Never
too?
put two mirrors opposite each other. Never, never, never do that. Yeah,
Oh,
never
really?
do that. Yeah, 100%. Never put two mirrors up. That's the worst thing to do.
Why? What would that do?
It keeps the portal open. It keeps reflecting. The portal just keeps staying open. It never closes. It lets everything in. They never would. Honestly, I would never ever do that.
Wow. That's
Yeah. Oh,
crazy.
nah. I've just got like everything. Just even thinking about that because just if you think about all the times where people just accidentally caught a figure inside the mirror, just honestly, like I've watched Ghost Adventures, everything like that, just seeing it all. But you always see a face. Yeah, sometimes it's finger marks and stuff, but then the 9 times out of 10, you see something.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
you just see
There's been a
something.
couple of times throughout my life, not any time recently, but there's been a couple of times that I've looked in a mirror and thought I seen something. I kind of had to like, I don't know, double take or whatnot. Like I knew what I
Yeah,
was looking at was not me.
yeah. I am looking right now. Now we're talking about this. I'm looking at a mirror.
Oh man.
Yeah,
I bet you're
well,
gonna move that.
yeah, that's gone now. I'm just to be my dad's
Yep.
house is staying here over the time, but yeah,
All right, Nate. Well, it's been a great episode, man. I'm gonna get this spun down, and as soon as I get everything all together and I get it uploaded, I'll get you the link sent.
yeah, you're a superstar, mate. Absolute pleasure to meet you guys and talk to you guys.
It was awesome to talk to you, man. I'll have you on again
Yeah,
sometime in a couple months after you investigate all these places. You can tell us what you
yeah,
found.
fantastic. Sounds great.
Sounds good, man. Have a good night.
Fantastic. You too. See you guys.